Well, thank you everyone for joining us today for a lovely celebration where we're going to get to provide some financial monies to a few charities. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce all the very special people in the room. Actually, I could probably go around and introduce every single one of you because every single one of you is important. But I am going to call out some of our elected officials. First, please join me in welcoming Congressmen Michael McCall and John Carter, who are with us here today. We also have a representative from Senator Cornyn's office, Jeff Williford. Jeff, give us a wave. And then Brandon Simon with Senator Cruz's office. There's Brandon over there. Thank you. From Williamson County, we have the illustrious Judge Gravel, as well as Commissioner Russ Bowles. And of course, Russ Bowles is near and dear to the Samsung because our facility's in his district, so yay. Yay! We also have the City Council. So we have Mayor Brent Rydell, we have Robert Garcia, we have Mitch Drummond, we have Dwayne Ariola. Did I miss somebody? Dwayne Anderson, Gerald Anderson, I'm so sorry. There's Gerald. I didn't see the cowboy hat. Good. No, it's not hard to miss. And then, of course, we have lots of members of the city staff here as well. We have many Taylor community leaders. I want to call out a few of them. Moppy Miller, one of our favorites. We have Mark Thomas from the EDC. And then lots of board members of all the great charities. And so if you're with the charity, when I say the charity name, you can just hoot and holler all you want. So the Boys and Girls Clubs. Bluebonnet Trails. Shepherd's Heart. And the Taylor Independent School District. And then also we have the Taylor Chamber of Commerce with us today. Woo! On the Samsung front, we have lots of Samsung folks here. You'll hear more from Dr. Jung, the president of Samsung Austin Semiconductor. And the head of the Taylor Project, who is a very high-level corporate executive vice president, who is a former president of Samsung Austin Semiconductor, but today he's here leading the Taylor Project, Dr. C.H. Park. Woo! And then members of the task force team, we have Song-Ki Bae, who is our CFO. Jeff Smith, our VP of Infra Technology. Dana Harris, our Director of Government Relations. Where's Dana? There you go. And if I forgot to introduce myself, I'm Michelle Glaze. Thank you. And now I'm going to ask the Corporate Vice President of Fab Engineering. He's the guy who gets the products made. And also my boss, the Vice President of Public Affairs, Mr. John Taylor. He's going to be your moderator today.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And we have a lot to celebrate since we officially announced the selection of Taylor for our newest expansion. And we're going to have a lot more to celebrate today. But before I begin, I'd like to introduce two very important leaders of Samsung who have a few words of appreciation to share. So first, let me introduce our president of Samsung Austin Semiconductor, Dr. Sang-Sup Jung.
Thank you, John. Thank you. First of all, I want to extend our gratitude to the citizens of Taylor and Williamson County for welcoming Samsung to your community. Plus, I want to thank Mayor Ryder and Judge Gravel and each of your teams for all your work on our Taylor project. Samsung makes semiconductors, and they are an important part of our daily life. I'm proud to serve as the leader for our first advanced manufacturing site in Central Texas that makes these chips. And I look forward to building the team for our second advanced manufacturing site here in Taylor. Thank you. We are able to serve our global customers and community by combining the power of technology, powerful devices, community engagement, and influence to support positive change on a global scale. We also want to support positive change on a local level. And today, we are here to make an important announcement. I can't wait for you to hear about it. Again, my appreciation to everyone for creating a great future for Samsung and Taylor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. John. Next, I'm going to ask the head of our Samsung Taylor project to speak to you, Corporate Executive Vice President of Samsung Electronics, Dr. C.H. Park. Dr. Park.
Good afternoon. I am C.H. Park. I am in charge of the Taylor project. I am very happy to be here to talk about the Taylor project. On behalf of everyone at Samsung, please accept our deep appreciation for your outstanding support of Samsung and the semiconductor industry at all levels. From everyone in Washington, D.C. to the state of Texas, including the people of Williamson County and the wonderful people of Taylor, we thank you. I have the pleasure of leading this transformative project for Samsung. It will be life-changing for me, for everyone here, and to generations come. I know this community is working hard to advance this Taylor project. We care about this community. We care about this prosperity of all the community we call home. And we are working to make a positive impact and to be a good neighbor. That's why today, on behalf of everyone at Samsung, we have a very special announcement to share. Let's come back up here to make the announcement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Park. So, as you've heard, Samsung makes semiconductors, and semiconductors are fundamental to devices such as cell phones, computers, cars, medical devices that empower our everyday life. Samsung is thrilled to be part of the fabric of Taylor. Did you know that it's been almost a year since Williamson County and the city of Taylor approved our incentives? Almost 1 year. September 9th, so almost a year has passed. Yeah, very special day. And since that day, we've wanted to identify the best way to support our new community, be a good neighbor, and keep the promises made during our negotiations. We wanted to find a way to address the increased needs of the citizens and the community of Taylor, especially around food insecurity, health and wellness, and our ongoing commitment to improve the lives and the futures of local youth. That's why we have asked 4 charities to be here today. We would like to provide them with a financial contribution that can potentially transform their services in our community, your community and our new community. Let me ask the representatives from these charities to come stand by the podium. Bluebonnet Trails, a Williamson County organization that will target residents of Taylor and offers an array of health and wellness services for all ages, including crisis services, counseling, early childhood interventions, primary care, dental, substance abuse, and more that creates a healthier community. The Bluebonnet Trails. Thank you. Second is Shepherd's Heart, a wonderful local food pantry that addresses food insecurity and leverages a model of the community, helping community, for those who need it most. Shepherd's Heart. Thank you. Third, Boys and Girls Club of East Williamson County. This outstanding organization enables all young people, especially those who need it most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens.
I need to turn this off. I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay. Fourth, in the Taylor Independent School District, the alma mater of many of you in this room.
Yes. Hey, Dr. Padaville? Come over here.
The Taylor ISD is at the heart of ensuring every student is inspired, equipped, and empowered to achieve their unique potential. So let's give a round of applause to these amazing charities who make a difference in our community. All right, we're good to go. And now, let me ask my official check presenters to come up and stand next to their respective charities. Okay. Check presenters, get ready. In honor of the great work of the state of Texas, Williamson County, and most importantly, the city of Taylor and all of its citizens, Samsung is making a one-time contribution today of $250,000 to each of these four charities in your community. Again, congratulations to the charities. So this $1 million will be shared amongst those four charities that I just mentioned. Thank you. Please know that this gift is in recognition of your outstanding support of Samsung and a small gesture to express our appreciation back to you. We're going to take a few pictures, and at the end, we'll get everybody in for a big group photo. And yeah, that's pretty fantastic stuff. This morning we were in a great event with Congressman McCall, and he and I were both talking about generational change, and just the work that we're going to do here in Taylor in this community with you all is going to be great for generations to come. And I actually think the mayor has talked about that quite a bit as well, and also Judge Gravel. So we're very excited to be here and very excited to make this donation today. It's truly, this factory will be great for generations to come. Thanks to each of the receiving organizations, our team at Samsung will work with you to determine how and where to allocate the funds. Those are not real checks. Be tough to stuff that in an ATM. We hope this gesture is recognized as one of the many steps on a journey for being a great neighbor. Now I'm going to be asking some of the key leaders at a local, county, and national level to provide a few remarks. So I'd like to ask Mayor Rydell to come up first, please. Thank you.
So what's the definition of anticlimactic? Just give away $1 million and here's Mayor Rydell. My name is Brent Rydell, and it is my honor and distinct privilege to serve as mayor of the city of Taylor. And I'm really honored to serve with an incredible city council. I know they were introduced to you earlier, Mayor Pro Tem Anderson, Councilmember Dwayne Ariola, Councilmember Robert Garcia, and Councilmember Mitch Drummond, which, by the way, I always have to brag on them. The City Council of the Year in the state of Texas, as recognized this summer by the Texas City Management Association. And again, an incredible team, staff, the city of Taylor. Our city manager, Brian Laborde, was unable to be here today. We do have our deputy city manager, Jeff Jenkins, who's here, and our fire chief, Daniel Baum. You know, the council has been supportive of Samsung in Taylor for a variety of reasons, as you might imagine. But paramount among them is Samsung's track record of being a good corporate citizen. And they're committed to engaging and being active in the community. I think that's evidenced by their very generous gesture here today and their contribution to the well-being of the community of Taylor, to some vital organizations doing work that address real needs in Taylor. And so on behalf of the Taylor City Council and the entire community, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation. Thank you, Samsung. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Judge Gravel to come up and say a few words. Thank you, Judge.
Over a year ago, we began the conversation, mostly in executive session, with Samsung. And we began the conversation with the school district, and we began the conversation with the city. And every time that Mayor Rydell and I would go into a meeting together, we wanted to tamp down expectations. But it was really quite emotional when we thought about the transformative change that could occur. I remember vividly when Moppy and I had a conversation about what was most important in the community. And as your county judge, I never made an effort to go after Samsung because it was another corporation in our community. I went after Samsung because I wanted a corporate partner that valued what we do here in Williamson County. You see, I believe the most precious and valuable gift we have that God's given us in our community, they are our children. They are the future. Samsung's generous donation today to these 4 organizations, who all in some way touch the lives of not only children, but of the families as well here in Taylor, Texas. But it's going to benefit future families as well. And it's going to benefit the children and tomorrow's leaders. And to my friends at Samsung, I want to say that just a few hours ago, we put new kids in school, and kids are getting on buses even now as we talk. And they have no clue about the investment that you've made into this community. But we do, and we are grateful. For the future of our nation, they are our children. And to my friends at Samsung, you made a promise, and today you have delivered on that. And to my friends in Taylor, it has only begun. God bless you, and God bless Taylor, Texas.
Okay, thank you, Judge Gravel. Congressman Carter, would you like to say a few words?
What a deal. Little old Taylor just received the largest foreign investment in the history of the United States. Congratulations. And having worked with Samsung down in Austin, I knew they were good neighbors. And what we like is to be neighborly with everybody. It's kind of a Texas tradition. And these folks have proven they want to be good neighbors today by reaching out not only to our schools, but to our community projects around the entire city that helps others in their lives do better. And that's what a good neighbor's about. Not only being a friend, but being a neighbor. So welcome, neighbors. I'm about 2 miles up the road, so I'm your neighbor too. God bless you. God bless Taylor.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Carter. Congressman McCall, would you like to say a few words today?
So we say, Mayor, that's great to be in your city. County Judge, great to be in Williamson County. I have a little sliver now in my new district. And Judge Carter, my brother in arms in Congress, thank you for welcoming me to your district. And you got a great district. great city. And this is great news. I mean, Samsung, as John Carter said, has been headquartered in Manor, outside of Austin. And I've seen the generosity, of what you've done there. And they're really a part of the community, as you can see by the generosity displayed today. And they funded their Manor High-Tech High School for STEM education, which is so important to the competition that we find ourselves in, this global competition. And I want to thank Samsung for taking the lead out of any company, including your competitors, some, but the largest foreign investment in the United States. And we hope that these other companies will take the lead that Samsung did and invest in manufacturing right here in the United States, right here. I mean, right here in Taylor, right here in Williamson County, Texas, but the United States of America has never been more important than it is today. We passed the CHIPS Act in the Congress. You're going to see trillions of dollars invested in the United States, creating a lot of jobs. And these are good paying jobs, and they're career jobs. It will transform this country. It's going to transform Taylor, I'll tell you that for sure. And it's going to be a great thing to see it. It's a generational time that we're handing down a better country and state to our next generation. And I just want to thank all of you at Samsung for what you've done. Your country, South Korea, is a great ally to the United States of America, and we're glad you're here in Taylor, Texas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So again, let's give one round of applause to these amazing charities, and then it's photo time. All right, congratulations.